All right, welcome to the 7th episode of The Rock Zone. I'm your co-host, Landon Mauricio.
I'm McGlynn.
And today is a unique episode because we have a special guest with us. Our guest has gone viral for the video of him lip-syncing Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, and he's achieved worldwide stardom. As of December 3rd, he's gained a following of 6.1 million followers on TikTok, and you may have seen him in the Vivint commercial with Snoop Dogg. Our guest today is none other than Nathan Apodaca, otherwise known as DoggFace 208. Nathan, thanks for coming on, man.
What's up, man?
Dylan, do you want to get us started?
Yeah, we can just dive right in if you're ready. How crazy has the experience been with everything overall? Like since the video blew up, it just seems all like so surreal.
Yeah, it's been insane. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've never been to Cali, never been to Vegas. I've been to both now, you know what I mean? And it's just insane just flying. I've been on a plane for the first time in my life, you know. Job opportunities have been coming up, you know, working with Snoop Dogg in the Vivint commercial, like he said. I got a clothing line coming up with cookies, you know, something with Zoomies, you know what I mean? It's just insane. Just Sector 9, I got signed to Sector 9, the first non-pro boarder to be signed to Sector 9. That's insane, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Nice. Opportunity after opportunity, it's amazing.
That's really cool. And have you been skateboarding for like a long time?
I skateboarded here and there, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I picked it up and left it off, you know, but I've always skated ever since I was little, you know, penny board, longboard, skateboarding, you know, but I don't get crazy with it, you know, but I'll break an ankle. I've almost broken an ankle once or twice, you know what I mean? It's just, it's cool.
You know, skating's fun. It's always good to just like cruise around and all that, going down the sidewalk. Now, I'm more of a trick skater myself. I love going to the skate park and grinding on ledges and all that. I think it's great.
That's what's up. Yeah, I can do some vert, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, I got a vert board right over there. I just don't want to get it.
Yeah.
My dad's from like the 90s. It's super cool.
That's what's up.
But yeah, we saw the Vivint commercial with Snoop Dogg that you did. How was that whole experience for you? I know, like, I love Snoop Dogg. He's one of my favorite, like, high-profile public figures. I love his music. How was that, like, working with Snoop Dogg for a commercial?
It was awesome. You know what I mean? I met Snoop Dogg going to the video with Snoop Dogg, Avi, official. I think it's Nathan. CNG was there as well, and Snoop, our Snow the Product was there too. You know, they were all in the video. Feeling Good, that's out right now. So I met him there, and then his management team reached out to me and they said, hey, they want to know if you would like to work with him later on in the future, maybe sometime. I was like, yeah, you know, who wouldn't say no to that, you know what I mean? And then, so basically next day we did the commercial, and then he said himself, you know, Snoop, he's like, isn't that crazy? Yesterday we were doing a video, the next day you're right here with us right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. That's insane, you know?
And is his like personality, like in person, similar just to his like on camera social media personality? He's just that chill, laid back guy.
Yeah. He's like insane, you know what I mean?
That's awesome, yeah. But yeah, like the video that you made, like that really went viral was the Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. While you're sipping the ocean spray, which I do have right here. I picked it up right before. I'll just pour some.
That's what's up.
Mick Fleetwood and Stevie Nicks, they recreated your video. What was your reaction to seeing that?
When I seen that, I was insane, you know what I mean? Mick Fleetwood jumped right on it and did it real quick, you know what I mean? It took a minute for Stevie to jump on, but she got on there, and when I did, that just blew my mind, you know? And then she added me and everything, you know? It was crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. I know.
And then Lindsey Buckingham did it as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I know
he did his on a horse, you know what I mean? He went all out.
I know Mick said he wants to recreate it with you when everything, like the pandemic and stuff's over. Are you going to take him up on it?
You know I am. Yep. He said if I ever get to where he's at, then yeah, we can make it happen, you know, and that would be honestly, it'd be like a dream, you know what I mean? To complete this dream that happened, you know, because that's what the people want, and that's what people are going to get sooner or later, you know, because that's just amazing, you know?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Have you met like a lot of celebrities and like high profile people since the video?
Oh yeah, I met G-Eazy, I met Burner from
Burner, you know,
yeah, Burner obviously, and let's see who else. Snow the Product, CNG. You know, CNG is a rapper from Cali right now, and whatever, he's got a song out, Juicy, that's It's blowing up right now on YouTube anyway. But I met Avi, Unofficial, the other rappers, and Nathan that was there. They're Latin rappers, and they're just blowing up as well. You know what I mean? Snoop Dogg, obviously, it's crazy. Sitting with G-Eazy out there, just talking with him, chatting it up. That was crazy, you know?
Yeah. I think someone that would be really cool for you to spend time with would be Wiz Khalifa, if you haven't done that already.
Oh, yeah, my bad. That Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, you met? That's awesome.
Yeah, we did a video together, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, Wiz is like...
He came out of the studio, got to chill with him a minute, smoke with him. Like I said, I'm already taking off the list, you know what I mean? Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa. I got to smoke, you know, or I got to talk to Tommy Chung over the phone, Mick Fleetwood over the phone, you know what I mean? Our video chat, you know, it's just awesome.
Yeah, you gotta smoke with Seth Rogen now. He's up there too with all those.
Oh yeah, and Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah.
Jay Silent Bob, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I see in your Instagram you always say "bong" from like Jay and Silent Bob.
Exactly, that's where I get it from. And there's only certain people who know what I'm talking about. I'll even put it in text at times. I'll ... bong.
But yeah, we saw like since we were talking about Ocean Spray a little bit, we saw they gave you a truck and had a bunch of the Ocean Spray in it. Do you still have some of that Ocean Spray? Because I know
I do. I got a fridge full of it still inside my lady's old house in her fridge. We're still moving stuff into our house. So I still have a whole bunch, and I even gave my family some, you know what I mean? Yeah, Shouts out to Ocean Spray, you know, they've been showing up and showing out like no other. It's, you know, it's amazing what they've been doing. Nothing but blessings upon them, you know, because they've been blessing me. So yeah, I just wish nothing but the best for them. It's awesome.
Yeah, and you really influenced a lot of people to go out into their grocery store and actually buy some Ocean Spray. Because right after your video blew up, there was pictures on social media of like grocery store like racks, and it was just no Ocean Spray at all. There was none.
I seen it, you know. And then the funny thing is now it's the cranberry raspberry is what I can't find, and that's the one that I love, you know, cranberry raspberry, our cran raspberry. So I was wishing I should have said something else, but then they have a new flavor coming out. It's a tropical flavor. Oh, they sent me a bottle of it. And oh my gosh, man, it's insane.
What's your favorite Ocean Spray? Is it the cran raspberry one, or is
cran raspberry is my favorite of all? But like I said, this tropical one they got coming out, it's up to par with it. It's good.
For sure.
So I know you mentioned it a minute ago, but you are moving into a new place. How are you liking it so far?
It's crazy, you know, because I have it downstairs, you know, and I've always just been to houses that have downstairs, just, you know what I mean? It's nothing that I've ever had myself. You know, it's just amazing that I have a whole nother living space under me when I didn't even have that before, you know what I mean? I had an RV. I've had a trailer before, you know what I mean? I lived in a trailer before, you know, and it's just, yeah, nothing is nice. It's just crazy that I have a house, you know what I mean? And it's paid for and everything, you know what I mean? I just want to thank everybody that helped out, you know. People know who they are, you know. I got a lot of donations that helped out with that, you know. People don't realize that. They think that I just came up on this money with work and everything and like that as well. But there's a lot of people that donated beforehand. And then donations did stop. And like I said, that's fine. And I don't care because it got me to where I needed to be to get into that house. Because after that, the work started coming in. And then I seen the potential of, you know, instead of putting a down payment on the house, I seen the potential of buying a house, which I did, you know, and I accomplished that goal. And that was my beginning and end goal of this whole thing. And it's just amazing. I want to thank all of 420 soldiers out there that helped do that. You know what I mean? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. So you just outright bought the house straight up?
Straight up cash and awesome. Whatever, you know what I mean? I had to just do it because, yeah, it's something that, like I said, it's something that I don't have to worry about now, you know, rent and everything and like that. You know, I do have to pay rent and property tax or whatever that is. I'm still new to it all, so I'm just figuring it out myself, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So, you were talking about all the work opportunities that came, which led you to buy the house. What was your favorite one and perhaps your most memorable like work experience that you've done since?
Besides riding on a horse for Devour, you know, it was kicking it with everybody at Burger Rock. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're sure or if you're familiar with them, but Burger Rock magazine. We did a shoot for them, and it was just crazy. They made it seem like it wasn't even, a job or anything that I was doing. I was out there just, it was amazing. So shout out to everybody at Burger Rock Magazine. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's really just like a story that I feel like can be remembered, just blowing up and getting all these job opportunities and just making the most of it and making memories, riding horses, like you said. How was that?
Exactly.
I've never rode a horse before.
And I was on a horse that Nipsey Hussle proposed to his wife or engaged to his wife. I can't really remember if that's the story, but yeah, Nipsey Hussle had an involvement with the horse that I was riding on.
And speaking of like work opportunities, you have also been featured as a character in a couple video games, the Cheech and Chong mobile game, and then the Trailer Park Boys, the Greasy Money game. What's it like to like see yourself as a character?
It's insane, man. You know what I mean? Seeing my face, even because me and Cheech and Chong and we teamed up and did merch as well. And they have my character along with their characters on the sweaters and shirts and everything. And it's just a dream come true beyond anything. You know what I mean? I can't even say a dream come true because, who would ever dream that would ever happen? You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it's something way beyond outside the box that I didn't think would ever come true. You know what I mean? It's just insane.
Are you a Trailer Park Boys fan? Like,
oh yeah, I at first I didn't start watching them. It took me, I don't know, I can't remember what it was, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I can't remember what it was, but my brother started binge watching it. Then I'd come in and out. I'd be like, what is he watching? You know what I mean? And Bubbles, man. Obviously, Bubbles is eye catch. He gets everybody's attention. But yeah, everybody, man. It's just, I love that. I love that show. It's catchy. It's catchy. I grew up in a trailer park myself. So I got no I got no hate for nobody that lives in a trailer. That's what I grew up in. Much love to everybody. You know what I mean?
I got really into Trailer Park Boys like 2 summers ago, and I would just watch it every day. I like binge watched it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode, if you remember? Like, I
can't even remember right now. The one that's coming up on my head is when they went out and did all those beer bottles. Or they saved up all the beer bottles, whatever. Bubbles saved up all those. And he started selling them out of his little box or whatever.
Yeah. I like the episode where they're like building the train, like the train tracks underneath to like smuggle drugs like from Canada into the United States. It's just really fun. I like the one where the panther or the mountain lion eats like a bunch of weed and like Bubbles is like best friends with it. He like loves it. He's like, it's just a bouquet.
Oh yeah, there's crazy amounts. Yeah, I binge watched it I can't even remember. I think it was almost 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, it's been a minute since I watched them. But yeah, shouts out to Trailer Park Boys for sure.
Yeah, definitely. What's your are you watching a specific TV show right now? Like, is there one that you're kind of getting into?
Right now, no, I'm just off and on YouTube, just listening to music. You know what I mean? Just back and forth with everything like that, and basically just getting work done.
What's your music of choice? Is it rap, rock?
It's all around, you know what I mean? Some days I'll wake up and I'll just listen to straight reggae, or some days I'll wake up and I'll listen to, it's just all around, rap, not heavy metal, but heavy metal, rock, everything, just oldies is one of my favorites, bouncing back to the oldies is always there. My oldies, my dad's oldies, you know what I mean? The golden oldies. That's what I'm talking about. It's oldies, because I heard someone before say something about an oldie song, and they're like, "Yeah, that's early '90s or late '90s." I was like, "Damn, like really? That's considered old golden oldies now?"
I don't think so.
But yeah, it's crazy though. But yeah, that's where I'm at mostly. Is I like jamming out to nice soulful music in the back from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Do you like because on our podcast we talk about grunge music quite a bit. Do you like grunge music like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains?
Oh yeah, no doubt. My brother was a grunge music, or he loved grunge music. Pearl Jam, Nirvana, everything. You know what I mean? Just growing up, can't even think of no names right now, but yeah, Soundgarden. I think Soundgarden was grunge, wasn't it? But yeah,
they're one of the big 5 grunge bands. You got Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden. Those are like the biggest ones that got like the most.
Yeah, like I said, I know all genres, man. It's insane, you know what I mean? And then it's mostly just the sound and everything. When it comes to it, mostly, But yeah.
What puts you in the best mood? Like, what music would you say puts you in the best mood possible?
Going back to the oldies and some reggae. You know what I mean? Cashed Out all day. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but their music puts me in the mood, and then going back to the oldies, like I said again, you know, Marvin Gaye, Al Green, you know, stuff like that, soulful music, stuff that uplifts the spirit. You know what I mean? Stevie Wonder, you know, just uplifting, upbeat music. You know. Oh, I love me some old school Bobby Brown too, man. That's what I'm talking about.
One thing I wanted to bring up too was the dancing. I think that's like a huge element of your videos. And I think it really benefits that you're a good dancer. Like, how long have you been dancing?
I've been messing around, you know what I mean? Mimic dancing, that's what I call it, you know, because that's what I do is just mimic dances and stuff. But I've been doing that since I was little, you know, and just I did it for laughs, you know, growing up, and I would play music on the radio and just dance in front of my family and just sing the songs just like on TikTok, you know, just to make everybody laugh. I get into the character of the song, you know what I mean? It's just, I was all around with it, you know what I mean?
I really like that you described it, like getting into the character of the song, because I was just watching the video you posted dancing to Time of the Season. When like the kind of keyboard like rings in and you were doing like little wiggle dance, like I just felt like it perfectly like encapsulated. Yeah, like I just felt like it like perfectly like encapsulated the song. So like I really feel like you do a great job of that.
Oh hell yeah, I appreciate that.
You said earlier you got signed to Sector 9. How's it being signed to like a skateboard company? Because as a skateboarder myself, that's just something that like a lot of us skateboarders like aspire to.
Yeah, that's insane because Sector 9, you know, I've always had their boards around, you know, used them and whatever when I could afford them and whatnot. And yeah, just the one that I was on, I got for my daughter. And, you know, I was teaching her how to board and everything. And my other youngest daughter, she knows how to board. So I got that one for her. And then I had just a regular penny board. So I was skating on her board that day. You know, so luckily, you know, I had it too. So it's just crazy, you know, just being signed to Sector 9, being able to talk to them and meet with them because I'm meeting with them today. And yeah, it's just crazy, you know what I mean? Like I said, being signed to Sector 9 or just, you know, just any skateboard company, you know, is just mind blowing to me being from Idaho, you know, potato warehouse worker, you know, it's just crazy. I didn't ever think this would happen.
I'm sure you've told the story like a billion times now, but for our audience, could you explain the whole story behind the Fleetwood Mac Dreams, like the video that you blew up on?
I was heading to work basically, and my car always shuts down, you know, from here and there, and it would just go out. And then sometimes I can catch it even when driving, just turn it and it just boom, start back on. And then didn't do it this time. It clicks like it usually did, you know, click, click, click. And I was like, okay, whatever. I pulled over and I was like, I'm not going to sit here and wait for somebody to come, you know, give me a jump or whatever. And in Idaho, they will too. They'll pull over pretty quick, but I ain't going to sit there and wait. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I turned around, grabbed my board, and like I said, grabbed the juice because it was right there. I always have a board in the car no matter what because I didn't ever have, you know, I always run on E. And if you know natives, that's what natives do. You know what I mean? We just do it. When the gas is on E, it's still full. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was driving like that. Then anyways, I started going to work because my work was just like maybe 10 minutes away, 5 minutes on the car or whatever, you know what I mean? So I started going over there and I'm listening to my music because I needed to get something on TikTok because to me, it felt like it'd been far more than 24 hours than I posted a video. And usually I like to post up to 4 or 5 videos a day. So like I said, it's been a minute, so I was looking through everything, and then it was on the top of my 10 favorite lists because in TikTok you have favorites. So I clicked on all of them, and then like I said, Dreams was on the top. Clicked on it, got it. Seen something in my head when I was walking with the board. There's a hill that goes off the highway, so I was like, okay, this is perfect because right here I can just coast. I don't have to do nothing fancy with the camera, set it down anywhere, you know what I mean? I can just go and just be on my way. It was just perfect. I seen it in my head before it happened, and that's usually when I do the video. And
was that like overnight success too? Did you post that, and how long was it until you started seeing that the video was really blowing up? Was it a couple hours later? Was it?
It was 7 hours before it hit 1 million. And so yeah, that's when I knew already that it was gonna do something, but you know, I didn't think it was gonna do what it did. And then shouts out to Fleetwood Mac again, you know what I mean? Because if they didn't share it, and Ocean Spray as well, if they didn't share it, you know, I don't think it would have done anything because I had videos before that I did and they've gone viral. They went on Twitter, they went on Facebook, you know, and just it didn't blow up to this magnitude, and I think them sharing it, the group and Ocean Spray, had a lot to do with it as well, and the pandemic as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
it
sure.
was just crazy. A lot of it played part, and it was just awesome how it worked out.
So when you're doing these like jobs and all these things that you do now, how is COVID playing a role into this? Is it more restricted? Are they being
Yeah,
like,
it's
more
restricted
open?
because obviously if there wasn't COVID and everything, I'd be out there more, I believe,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that they're taking care of me when I go, there's temperature checks. I went to this video the other day where they were doing COVID tests and everything before you went there, so it is safe, when you're not working, people are masked up and you're not supposed to be, everybody's doing the 6 feet, whatever, and it does suck, but it's what's needed, you know what I mean? Because nobody wants COVID, obviously, and yeah, it's what we need to do to get it done with and over with.
It's just so unfortunate that this happened and all this COVID stuff, because honestly, like now it's kind of hard to like picture like what life was like before. Like I feel like the masks and the social distancing and the testing is just so normalized at this point that we're all going to get some like reverse culture shock after this is over. We're able to go into like a store, go to the mall and not see anybody with masks or no social distancing. It's just going to be like really weird.
Yeah, and I believe people still are going to still wear their masks who want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, some people out there really don't mind it, I guess, but you know what I mean? But it is what it is,
Yeah, personally, I just feel like, I don't know, like I'd feel kind of uncomfortable without wearing a mask out in public, especially if it's indoors, like if I'm going to the grocery store or anything, like I'm just like, all right, I have to wear one.
Yeah, nowadays it's like, okay, yep, here we go.
Yeah, I remember like when I didn't mean to cut you off, Tom. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
When like it first started, the whole pandemic and the masks were a thing, it was kind of like tough to remember when you're walking out the house. So like, oh, I got to grab my mask. But now it's like second nature. You're just like, I'll get in the car. I'll walk towards like the grocery store after I get out or like wherever I'm going. I'll be like, oh, I got to go back to the car now. Yeah. Like, it's just so like.
I always have hand sanitizer too in the car.
Exactly. Yes, pocket. I have.
Yeah.
As soon as I run out.
Clack, and yep, I'm good.
Like the phone, wallet, keys thing, but except it's mask, hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I feel like part of the reason that like the video was so successful is because of 2020. Like part of the circumstance, I feel like it's such, because people that were sharing it, they were saying, oh, it's such like a vibe. Like this is like the only positive thing to happen this year, and I feel like that's a really good thing. And I know obviously it's kind of like a small gesture to record this video and put it out there, but it's really crazy to think the positive effect that it did have on people during, kind of how crazy everything has been.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just happy that so many people grasped onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it either went one way or the other,
Yeah.
So like what other kind of things do you do, like what do you do for your free time? Like when you're not working or making videos and skateboarding and all that, like what do you like to do in your free time?
I haven't had any since it started, you know what I mean? But when I do get any little off time, it's with my daughters or my wife now, you know what I mean? And just sitting here watching TV, or like I said, I don't really watch TV. It's YouTube and music is what I do. And I'm on my phone either answering fans or, just commenting on whatever, because even just commenting back to people now, it still means a lot to them, and so that's what I'm doing on my time off, is either the phone with the TikTok and the IG, and at the same time with my wife and my kids, you know what I mean?
Do you have like the notifications on your like Instagram and TikTok and stuff?
I turn them off, and then there's like so many that come in. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it would just be constant, like blowing up.
Yeah, I'll shut them off, and then there's still other ones that'll come up, and I'm like, man, I shut that off, and they're like, well, you have to shut it off on this one. I'm like, well, I did, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. And then with IG, I have to do it every 8 hours. I don't know if there's a 24-hour one. I can just block all notifications, but yeah. But like I said, I do answer as many back as I can, you know what I mean? Because I get them, they're constant, just, and I'll give my daughter my phone to look at, and she'll be like, I don't even want to look at your phone real quick because there's too much stuff popping up, and just take it,
Yeah, you do have like a really like strong and supportive fan base, which I personally think is like really, really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, you know what I mean?
I guess we're kind of moving towards the end here. What's next for you? Do you have anything like in mind that you have planned for next, or you kind of just going with the flow?
As far as right now, I want to get something going in my hometown, you know, something like a store, hopefully a head shop or something like that. Something I can get these babies in, and something I can get my shirts and merch in, you know what I mean? And basically something to where I can get my family, you know, working, who wants to work, you know, help them out a little bit. And yeah, basically just keep doing promos or work or whatever I can find, you know, try to get a movie deal, you know, that'd be dope.
That would be cool. If I ever produce a movie, I'll hit you up. You can be in it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So where can we find your merch? I'm probably gonna buy a shirt or something. So like, where can we find that?
You can go on my IG or my TikTok, and it's in my bios, or it's at DoggFaceMerch.com.
All right. So everybody listening right now, you heard them. DoggFace.com. Go get your merch. It'll be awesome. You'll look great in it.
For real.
Dylan, you have anything else?
No, I mean, I just wanted to say, like, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on and talk to us. It was really awesome to kind of get to know you a little bit and kind of get your perspective on things. So yeah, that's really
right on. I appreciate you guys for taking the time. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
And since this podcast is for the radio station, can we get a liner from you? Can you say like, hey, my name is DoggFace. You're listening to WNYO.
WNYO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is DoggFace. You're listening to WNYO.
That's awesome. I'll be sure to edit that. Take
right
it.
on.
Thank you.
And, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I think we can wrap up here. That brings us to the end of our episode. Nathan, thanks so much for coming on the podcast. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. And,
That's what's up. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, thanks for taking the time. It means a lot to you.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, so that concludes our final episode for the semester. Dylan and I will continue the podcast in late January of 2021. Thanks so much for listening, and happy holidays.